Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Al Stevens.
Good morning, guys. Crazy video, huh? It's cool, though. Very good. Put together by a friend of mine, Troy, from Headlock Productions. And these are the girls from the video, okay? We're going to do 3 looks for you today. We'll do a step-by-step. We'll do a short, a mid-length, slightly asymmetrical, okay, in the shape. And, of course, long, and, again, inverted back and more of a head shape, but, you know, diluted lens. But more important is we've been working with very diluted lengths lately, very diluted shapes. We're still going to work with those, but we're going to incorporate more shape on the inside, okay? And that's what this collection is about, okay? We're going to do 3 looks for you. And these are the girls. First of all, this is what we did for the cover of March Modern Salon. And again, on the cover, we incorporated some extensions. If you remember that cover, I don't know, just to exaggerate the length a little bit, okay? But the haircut is done totally freehand and layered in a conventional way and then shaped through with lots of slide cutting, okay? And here we have a mid-length haircut, which is slightly asymmetrical, as you can see, in the balance, all right? And again, we're working with shape and a little bit of texture. Okay, so if you want to update your looks and stuff like that, we're going to have to incorporate some sort of texture or perming technique to get the shape, because not everybody has natural hair this way, okay? And of course, here, to take a disconnected look with an inverted back, I love inversions, okay, because they make anything look fresh. And I've been doing inversions for 20 years, okay, and I don't know what it is about that, okay, but it always gives a fresh shape, and it never goes out of... Actually, I just lost you guys for a second. Actually, it makes everything fresh, okay? You got the short bang, you got the disconnected side, the inverted back, and the inversion pushes the length to the front. And I think they're very commercial looks, okay? They're very new and modern, and you can adapt it to any client whatsoever. Right now, I'd like to bring out my design team. At Al Stevens, that's the highest you can go, is be a designer, okay? You get the best vacation schedule, you get the best schedule, you get to do the shows, you get to do the photo shoots, and you make the most money, okay? And it takes any amount of time. Jensen and Katie Egan. Jen's been with me 12, 13 years, Katie a couple of years. But it doesn't matter how long they're with us, okay? It's how they perform when they're with us. And that's how you graduate to designer status. Katie Egan, Jen Jensen, very talented designers. And how do you guys like the accommodations? This hotel is so cool. I can't believe I live here and I never stayed at this hotel. I mean, the shower blew my mind. A thermostat on the shower. Is that cool? I was like setting, the water temperature, and I was like, this is so cool. Shut the water off, turn it on, same temperature, okay? And even the toilet paper. You see the wrapping on the toilet paper? Roll with it. Is that cool? I love it. I love this place. I'm going to stay here all the time. Whoever thought about this is a genius. Okay, let's get started here. Let's see, a little water. And this is Naomi, and that's Yukari. They're going to be assisting us with the blow dries. And it's hot up here, take your attention off the models just for a minute. Check out the biceps, man. Are they happening or what? Those suckers are 50 years old, believe it or not, man. Okay, let's get started here. First of all, we're going to section this simple haircut. We're going to section. I like that song. Bang, bang.
Turn it up, turn it up.
Bang, bang. Come on, get it. I'm going to turn you around, love, just so the audience can see here. It's been a while since I've been in front of you, man. I forgot what a rush it is. How's all my friends doing? Huh? Jesse and Flo Briggs are in the front here. You doing that to scare me, Jesse? I gotta thank Jesse. Jesse's the one who brought me into this organization many years ago. Yeah, put it together. Put it together. Give it up, as they say in hip hop. Give it up. All right. Jen, why don't you turn on the profile so everybody can see how we approach this haircut? And we're going to follow the head shape. And we're going to incorporate point cutting.
Look down, honey.
And we'll talk about the color a little bit. What we did blue highlights on her just to accentuate the blackness of the hair. Can you do that on a client? Sure, of course. Young clients, you can. Older clients, I don't think. Everything goes into the center. Katie, you want to talk about the color you did on your model there?
I did on Debbie here, the off the side part here, triangular part, and I put her gold on her, about a level 6. And I wanted to cool down the rest of her hair with about a level 5 ash brown.
I used blue on my model, and on my other models, I used rust, a combination of red and gold. Why? Because every client I get doesn't want red and doesn't want gold. They also, I don't want red and I don't want gold. Face full of freckles, how are you not going to get red or gold? Impossible. So I just kind of retaliated with that and did rust, and you'll see those on the young ladies that come out later.
And
All
on
right,
Jessica,
Go ahead, Jess.
I wanted to create a little bit of a halo effect. So I highlighted around their face and around the bottom perimeters of the hair. And then I also highlighted a small section on the top of her head as to create a spotlight on her head. Just shading. Very subtle color, but very complementary.
Okay, now I'm going to pull everything from the crown down to the design line and just work again with the head shape. Chelsea is the client here. And she came in last week for a haircut and she wanted something different. I said, "You want something different? Okay. Show up at the Hard Rock on Sunday morning and we'll do something different." I prefer to use point cutting for the whole haircut rather than going through with the texturizing scissor or anything like that. I feel like I have more control. Section is off. Excuse me, darling. Okay, everything comes forward.
Oops.
Excuse my back. Right around to the bottom of the ear. Okay, and that's the perimeter shape. Okay. The sides, slightly point cut, and blend the front to the back, just like that. And you can see the shape developing. Pull everything down. This haircut could be done in no time whatsoever. I think we're all into that right now, cutting as quickly as possible. You don't have to do a haircut in order to get $100 for it anymore. You could do it in 10 minutes. People need their time. They don't want to sit for that long. So I encourage my people to work very, very quickly. Time is money. We all know that. Okay, now I'm going to work around from a pivot point on top of the crown and work myself around. Everybody with me so far? Yeah? I hit the ground, bang, bang. What a great remake of this song.
Great thing about these haircuts is that you can use it on highly textured hair as well as straight hair, and it gives it two different looks.
Shake it out, please. You know, at this stage of the game in our craft, it's really kind of nice. I guess it comes along with age, but you're just so sure about everything you do. Isn't that cool? You know, like everything you do, you're like so sure, like nothing's gonna go wrong. I remember years ago, I used to be like paranoid in the middle of a haircut. I would second guess myself, and I never do that anymore. I just go for it. You know, I never even think about it, and that's the cool thing. And I think that's it. Clean up a little bit back here. Come forward, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. I always like to work with the client this way, even on longer hair. When I'm blending the layers in the back, it's just so much easier to see them. Rather than pulling them towards you, I'd rather have the client over and pull up. Okay, we're not going to use any brushes, nothing but the velocity of the blow dry to finish all the looks today. Okay, and I think there's so many products, so many great companies and great products out there, and I think those are basically the setting agents that, you know, that's going to be in the future. You know, less blow drying, less curling irons, less flat irons. At least that's the way I try and work in the salon, and I try and get the clients used to not a lot of work and not a lot of brush work. And the clients love it, okay? They don't feel cheated at all because they go, wow, is that all I have to do to my hair? You know, I don't know that exactly. Don't use a brush on it, just use the air, just use the power and put some products in here, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little paste, and then I'm gonna turn her over to Naomi. Just gonna dry her up for me. And then I'll check the haircut, and you guys will see. I love this haircut. Stand up, face the audience. As you guys can see, nice, huh? I think one side's longer than the other. But you guys didn't notice that, did you? Okay, Naomi. Quick shot. Next model, please. Come on, guys.
All right, we're done. We're done. Go for it. Go, Yukari. Go to Yukari.
Good morning. How are you? Okay, now we're going to do something a little bit different. I need the...
Sit straight ahead. Thanks.
This is going to be a mid-length haircut and slightly asymmetrical in shape. The days of doing lopsided haircuts is over, but you could use asymmetry within the perimeter, and it's quite nice and refreshing. So we're going to take a section across, and this is a great section. This is a great sectioning technique to do your color too. You section the hair exactly the way you cut it when you're coloring it, and you could do dual shades or 3 shades, whatever you like. I'm just so away from conventional color as it is. First section is going to be held very, very high. Oh, sorry about that. I want to make a mess here. You know what I'd really, really like? How about a bottle of water? Because I'm like evaporating up here. Point cut. Hold the hair high to the new section. We won't over direct here. And you can see the rust highlights that we put in underneath. There's a couple of bottles of water on the table back there. No, not you, Bruce. There's a couple of bottles of water on the table back there. Could you bring one out, please? This obviously is going to be... No, you're good. You didn't have to do that. Bruce was afraid to come out here. You chicken. Okay. Working vertically to the front. This obviously is going to be our shorter side. It's so much fun doing this stuff. I'll tell you what, Intercoiffure has helped me in so many ways. I'll tell you, there was a point in my career when I was just really, I was drying up, I was bored, my creative juices were just non-existent, and I was on a bus in Manhattan, and Jerry Gordon was behind me, and he was talking about something with such enthusiasm. I turned to him and I said, "How do you do it? How do you stay so enthused, you know?" And he told me, he says, "You got to get back to the beginning, what you used to do. You know, it makes so much sense." He says, "You're asleep at the switch." And I just started reinventing my business, reinventing my career. And God, I started waking up like excited to go to work again. It wasn't like, ugh, you know, I was like excited, you know, it was great. So, I mean, get involved, set up a photo shoot for your local ads, contact the editors. The editors love Intercoff Europe. Contact them, do photo shoots for them. They're happy to have you. I mean, there's so many wonderfully talented artists in this group. And some of us, like me, are asleep at the switch. Okay. Now, with this haircut, I hate using clips, but with this particular haircut, I'm gonna, because I need to keep these lengths, these sections separate. Does somebody have an extra clip?
There you go.
Thank you. And we'll go back to her natural part. Remember the first section, we over-directed up very high. This here, we're not. Okay, we're gonna pull it almost directly out, so to save the weight. And that's what we want to do. This is a fun haircut too. But it's got to be done on textured hair, whether it's natural or whether you put it in chemically. The side, remember, we're going to switch techniques now, go from vertical to horizontal. Here in particular, I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to the length. Who wants to blow dry this one? Eeny, meeny, who? You? Trying not to incorporate the underneath. Cut to the length. A little flat scissor work on the front. I like to see the way the girls work. They're so dainty and feminine. You see how we work? We're like animals. We just go. All right, sweetie. I'm gonna need you. Stand up. Let me just check it out, please. Check it out. Girls did an amazing job on the makeup. Tanya and Belinda, awesome. Awesome. take it out again? Cool. Go to that young lady. And for my next model, I'm just scaring them. I don't have another model. See, Katie has a way that she point cuts. And the reason why she does it that way, and it's very interesting, I don't do it that way. Because it's not deep enough for me. But if you could see on the profile here how she does that. Okay, do that, Katie, for me, please. For us, the kind folks in the audience. Because, see, girls figure this stuff out. We don't, okay? We cut our knuckles off, watch them bleed and drop to the floor. But girls figure this out, okay? She goes, if I cut the hair this way, I'm going to cut my knuckles. So I'm going to do something different. And you see how Katie does it? Okay? Very clever. Very clever. And I said, that's cool. Why do you do it that way? She said, because if I do it the way you do it, Al, I'm going to cut my knuckles. So she figured it out. I didn't. Jen, how we doing here?
I'm done.
Done?
We need her blow dry.
Okay. Yukari? Yukari is just out of beauty school. And I love doing that,
Svetlana?
okay? I
Come on
love
up.
taking the kids and training them and teaching them haircuts. And you know how
How
we
are you?
love to learn new haircuts. It's so exciting and inspiring. And I just like to watch the kids develop. I like their enthusiasm, you know, and I like to see them build up a clientele. And then I watch them walk out the door and go down the block, you know what I mean, for 60%. But who cares? We're all making money. Who cares, right? I got nothing to do here, guys. Bruce, give me another model.
Here, you want to take?
Okay, this is a long length, right? Okay. Sorry, but I'm stealing somebody's model. Because Al's got nothing to do. And when Al's got nothing to do, he gets crazy. You know that. He runs around, he yells at people, throws towels. All right, this is the haircut that I did for a modern salon. Okay, again, it's a simple, simple haircut.
Let me stand up, please. Stand up for me. Yeah.
I'm going to start with the section on top of the ear.
What's that? No, you're okay. I'm used to being short.
I'll show this to you guys. Why don't you come over here, sweetie? Right here. Uh-huh. That's it. Okay. We approach almost all the haircuts in the salon standing up. We always do the design line with the client standing up. Why? Because it's different. Do you get a better line? No. Okay? And that's what I tell my people. You can probably get a better line if you sit them down. The whole idea is we need to be a little bit different. If we're doing everything exactly the way the competition is doing it, that's exactly what competition. Okay? When we do things differently, we separate ourselves from the competition. Makes sense. So that's why we do it. So I'll never argue with the stylist and say, you can get a better line with the client standing up. But to me, it just makes more sense. You're looking right at the length. You're looking at the width of the shoulders, the profile. And that's what we tell the client when they say, wow, this is cool. I never got my hair cut standing up before. And the stylist usually says, yeah, well, that's because Al's in the salon today, so I have to do it. They do that. I know, they do it. You think they don't? Of course they do. Profile, on the profile, okay? Now we're gonna do a V here.